perfect experience. It's gonna be a bit stretched, but come on, play. Good. He helps. Good. Hmm. So now I can have over here. And all right. I like the profile to begin. What a weird profile. I wonder, is this a prequel? That again.
Is it the fear of death that is tormenting you?
The fear of suffocating, Monsignor. At Caporetto, a shell buried my unit. I was the lone survivor.
God spared your life. May he bring peace to your soul.
His word guides me through my trials. After my nightmare, I opened the Bible and read this passage from Isaiah. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit.
Ah, no. You use the Bible to interpret your dreams. Please, don't sink to superstition.
Your Eminence, since God rules the world, nothing happens by chance. Everything is the expression of his will. Everything must have a sense.
And it is not in the power of man to discover it. Ah, no. Your hunger for answers leads you astray. Please, let's get back to the matter at hand. The congregation is sending you to Vladoviste in the bishopric of Alba Iula.
In Transylvania? The region has just been annexed by Romania, has it not?
To be sure. They speak mostly Romanian there, as well as a little Hungarian and German. 3 languages you know well. You will investigate the case of Martha Calugarul, a physician and scientist who died a few months ago.
And we're already investigating?
The postulator of her cause has presented solid arguments to justify a rapid process. Naturally, this mustn't influence you, but you know your duty, don't you, Mr. Devil's Advocate?
Devil's Advocate, promoter of the faith. Monsignor Briganti has entrusted me with a great responsibility. God help me be worthy of it. Will Martha Caligaro one day be counted among the saints of the Catholic Church? I hope so, but truth must prevail. My investigation must leave nothing in the dark.
Vladovist. All right.
Before anything else, let's try to find that inn where I reserved my room.
Yeah. Is that the inn? Wonder what will happen. Will we die?
The view must be splendid up there, but I'm too tired to climb up. I'll go tomorrow after a good night's sleep.
A spacebar? Yeah, I noticed.
My lord, the war has caused so much damage.
Is this the inn? Looks like something else.
Hey, sir!
The Gravekeeper.
How do you do? I'm Father Arno Moriani of the Sacred Congregation of Rites.
Ah, you're the one come for our Martha. Welcome, Father. I'm Jordan Michu, gravedigger and sexton of the parish. Father Gregorio Nijescu, he left for the south on a cure. He was real tired. Especially after the death of Martha, she helped him a lot with his good works. The bishop hasn't found a replacement yet, so once again we got no priest, like during the war. He left a phone number. Ask for Costanza 135. Sure, I knew her. She was a darn good doctor, with all due respect. And she had guts. She saved a lot of folks during the war. And then, young Ariel, that everybody was sure had an evil eye cast on him and was sure to die. But that ain't all.
Yes?
She works miracles.
Explain
He's a
that
doctor.
to me.
Weren't for her, I'd have the back all busted. 'Cause, let me tell you, she heals even better since she died. That's why people go to her grave and light candles there.
I'll leave you. You seem to have a great deal of work.
Well, with all due respect, Father, I gotta move the old ones to make room for the newcomers. This here is the corner of the Great Plague. These folks been here since 1780, so we can stuff them into a communal grave. They'll keep each other warm.
What?
Fragrant flowers, a thorny stem. It's a wild rose bush.
Who's that?
Hey!
Hello, my name is Ionel.
Hello, son. I am Father Arno.
You're the one who's come to get Martha into heaven?
Oh, I'm not the one who decides that, you know. I'm just here to question people to find out who she was.
She gave injections. When I was little, that scared me, but she always gave me candy afterwards. She was nice. And she's even nicer since she's dead.
Is that so? Explain that to me.
She protects people. When you go to some bad spot in the middle of the night, you have to repeat 3 times, "Saint Martha, protect me, and nothing will happen to you." The gravedigger told me that. And also, when you burn a candle on her grave, you can make a wish.
Have you made one?
I asked Martha to send me a friend to play with. I had one, but he died. And then another one, but he left. So now I'm bored.
Hmm.
I asked Martha to send me a friend to play with. I had one, but...
And since then you hang out in the graveyard. Great. Mhm. Raven said, nevermore.
Here's a wooden church, typical of the region.
Oh, that's the
What luck
church.
that the bombing spared it.
Yeah, that was not the inn, Kappa. Ah, that is probably the inn.
That huge, brightly lit building must be the inn. Hello, ma'am. I'm Father Arno Moriani.
Ah, you're the one who's come from Rome about Martha. Hello, Father. Your room's waiting. First one on the right at the top of the staircase. You already got a letter. I put it on your table.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hosanna, Father. Call me Hosanna. It's the name they christened me with.
Hold on, this is a bit interesting. Holy shit, I could actually do this. Put it over there. This fixes all of the issues. Oh, right. Except for that.
Oh, yeah. Pretty well. She saved my kid, you see. He was real sick. She sent him to the seashore.
Oh my god.
The doctor put it like this: Hosanna, your boy's got to change climates. And if it'll make the difference for you, I'll pay the expenses. That woman was truly a saint. I often go pray on her grave. Always hanging around outside, if that ain't a shame. Course, he's got no more parents. Lives with his uncle, who barely takes care of him. Oh, yes, one thing. Young Master Peckmaster told me he'd sure like to meet you.
Mr. Peckmaster?
Yeah, Janos Peckmaster. He's one of my lodgers. He got the room across from yours. He's in the parlor right now.
Very well. I'll go say hello now.
This is kind of hilarious because this game, I cannot play this game in full screen. And the window mode is too small, and I cannot change the window resolution. So currently I'm kind of like, instead of looking at that small window, I'm looking through OBS. And I actually get a bigger window.
What a delicious looking basket. I see the inn's kitchen lacks for nothing.
The only
Which,
downside
for
is
that
that I see
matter, is
my face.
astonishing in this ruined country.
But it is hilarious. Hmm. But I will not use OBS for that because it came with some issues. Ah.
There's no point. What a delicious looking basket. I see the inn's kitchen lacks for nothing. Which... That's the outbox.
Yeah, thank you.
Hello, Father. Delighted to meet you. I'm Janos Peckmester, assistant professor in the medieval history department at the University of Alba Iulia.
Father Arno Moriani of the Congregation of Rites.
I won't ask you what you've come here for. The whole village is aware of it.
And you? What brings you to Vladiviste?
I'm verifying some locations and doing a little excavation at the Castle of Twilight on the heights near the village.
That must be fascinating. Is the structure well preserved?
Before the war, it was in perfect condition. Unfortunately, it suffered enormously during the 1916 counteroffensive. Just between us, it was a terrible defeat for the Romanian army. Without its allies' help, Romania would never have obtained Transylvania. We can hope so.
I was in the war as a priest medic in the Italian army. I was at Asiago and Caporetto.
As for me, I prefer forgetting all those years.
That's the wise thing to do. I wish I could do the same.
Do you want to meet me tomorrow at the Castle of Twilight? You can see the ruins from the village. To get up there, go through the crossroads of the Broken Oak.
That would be a great pleasure.
Don't be fooled. This book is just propaganda. Falkenhayn and Mackensen beat the Romanian army flat out, you see. In December 1915, they entered Bucharest. If it hadn't been for the intervention of France and the Allies, there'd be no more Romania.
Hmm.
The Monte Septimanal. That's a regional weekly. The issues are bound, classified by year. Nothing much happened that year. It'd be better for me to focus my research instead of randomly consulting documents.
Hmm.
It'd be better for me to... It'd be better...
Yeah, fuck that.
It's the last volume. The paper interrupted publication during the war. Huh. 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 It'd be better. 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 Huh. Huh.
Hmm.
Huh.
Oh.
Huh. 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 It'd be better. Huh.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh.
It'd be better.
Oh.
Huh. 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 It'd be better. Huh.
Oh. Oh.
Huh. Huh.
Oh.
It'd be better.
Screw that.
Huh.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh.
Huh.
Oh.
It'd be better. Huh.
Oh.
Huh.
There we go. I can't. That.
Do you want to meet me tomorrow at the
That would be a great pleasure.
Good. We are done here. There's no one that we want to talk to as of now.
Yeah, they're beautiful, that's for sure. But my late husband said they were just copies, not very valuable.
Who cares if it's a copy? Who cares if they are of value? It's decoration.
This must be the room of Janos Peckmester. Smells of tobacco. My next-door neighbor is a heavy smoker. It's not polite to...
It's not polite.
This must be my room. This oak wardrobe is very solid. This oak wardrobe... A missive from the Diocese of Alba Eula. It concerns Martha.
Birth in Bucharest of Martha Caligarul, the offspring of a very old Catholic family, orphaned at the age of 10. She is brought up by an unmarried aunt.
This biography cannot be objective, of course, but it helps to capture Martha's personality. It's about time I seriously started my investigation.
Yeah, but shouldn't we go to bed first? So, there we are again. Certainly. However, this game doesn't have as good UX as the previous game. Saying that I'm playing on a very small window.
I have no business being
It looks
here.
better for you guys though. I cannot walk there though. The technology is way better though, except for the application like window management. At least I see something on the screen for now. Yeah. While I sit with a teeny tiny window. Okay, so we aren't supposed to go to bed yet in this game. Like first our dude says, "Hey, I'm tired. Let's go to the inn and sleep." And then we get here and they're like, "Hey, let's not sleep yet. Let's go out and do our investigation." I'm like, "What the fuck? Make up your mind." You know, a bit like that.
Nobody in the streets. What a gloomy atmosphere.
Well, it's the evening. This seems like a prequel or something. We're following a new character. Okay, this is where we actually began.
It's not polite to burst in on people. I should ring.
Yes.
Come in! It's open! Come here! I'm in the kitchen.
With a knife?
Hello, miss. I'm Father Arno Moriani.
I am Dr. Maria Florescu. Have you come from the Vatican, Father?
Ah, I see that news travels quickly.
Hosanna is a chatterbox, you know. So, I've learned that you reserved a room at the inn, and that you've come with regard to the canonization of Martha Calugarul.
To be more exact, I'm here to conduct a preliminary inquiry. In fact, I'd like to ask you a few questions in that respect, but I hope I'm not bothering you, Doctor.
Call me Maria, please.
Hey, what's up, Sound
And
Spear?
I'd be very happy to help you.
How you doing?
I've read the research she published. I also know about her through what the villagers say, and from the traces she left in his house. She led an austere life and worked a great deal. Her only distraction was photography. All her
Now
equipment
we're-
is still here.
Investigating a person who has died.
I'd wanted to set myself up since the end of my studies, but I didn't have the money to buy a practice. The Vesnicia Foundation offered me this job after the death of Dr. Calugarul. I accepted it right away. I'm put up, I earn a salary for tending to the poor, and I can develop a small private practice on the side.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I did observe several spontaneous cures, but, you know, this sort of thing happens relatively frequently. Spontaneous does not necessarily mean miraculous. Everything is possible. Don't hesitate to come back if you think I can help you, or I can stop by the inn if you prefer.
You will always be welcome. But please, don't go to the trouble. I'll come by again.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't the right time. This isn't the right time.
Oh, come on.
Oh, it's very kind of you to visit me, Father. Adele, lie down. I'm sorry. That dog is unbearable.
No, he's not. He's a good watchdog.
You're kind. He's a good dog. His presence is reassuring. He keeps prowlers away, and any cats or foxes who might attack my birds. Adele!
It'd be better for me to call from the inn.
Oh. Okay, that save session. Okay. They really should have considered. I mean, this game is in 2008, right? They should have considered just binding the escape button. No, not this way. Okay, are we done with our investigation? Can we go to bed and sleep now?
This oak.
We don't want to open that up. Okay. What is our objective? Open the book at random. And they rolled a stone against the entrance to the room and went away. Kappa. What is... Objectives. Contact the parish priest and talk... Parish priest. This is really good, actually, that they have this kind of thing. Because now I understand exactly what the game expects of me. Because sometimes you can be like, have we missed something? Is there someone special that we need to talk to? But the big thing is, where the fuck is the parish priest? We were up here at the church, but maybe we can now go into the church. We talked to the gravekeeper. I cannot go up there. So... Okay. Where is the parish priest? Wait. Right. So that's what they meant. Father Gregorius' phone number is Costanza135. Yeah, but how do we call him? From the phone. We tried to do that. Okay, so where are the buttons? Okay, let's see. Go back to the inn, go forward until the end of village, right, and see the inn to the left. Use the telephone and call Father Gregorio. How the fuck do we call him though? Dracula 3 path walkthrough, and let's see if there's any better walkthrough. That one sucked. Wait, pick up the receiver and dial Costanza 135. Oh,
Pennsylvania Telephone Company.
okay, that's how you
Number,
do it.
please. Just one moment, please. You're connected. Greenleaf Rest Home. Good day.
Could I speak to Father Gregorio Nigescu, please? This is Father Arno Moriani.
One moment, I'll see.
This is Father Gregorio Nigescu.
Hello, this is Father Arno Moriani. I belong to the Sacred Congregation of Rites, and I'm investigating the case of the late Martha Caligaro.
Ah, yes, I'm aware of that. Not very good, actually, since you asked. But what good does it do to talk about it? Prayer is my only comfort. She was a good Christian, courageous, charitable, and she attended Mass regularly. I appreciated her a great deal.
In what way?
Some of my parishioners think so. The diocese realized that and asked for the case to be opened. Myself, I don't know. Things like that are way beyond me, you know.
Goodbye, Father Gregorio. I wish you a good rest.
Goodbye, Father Arno.
Well, I think I've done enough for this first day at Vladiviste. It's time to go to bed.
Number, please. Hold the line. Hello? International switchboard? Rome for Vladiviste. Rome, Vatican 65. Please hold. You're connected.
This is Cardinal Felicio Briganti.
This is Father Arno Moriani.
Delighted to hear your voice. So, Mr. Devil's Advocate, what's the weather like in Transylvania?
Stormy. But that doesn't bother me. It gives the countryside a kind of tragic coloring.
My goodness, Arno, you haven't changed. What can I do for you? No, it's better that I contact them if need be.
Okay.
The Diocese of Albayula let it be known that the canonization of a local native would enable the Catholics, who are in minority in Transylvania, to reaffirm their identity with regard to the Orthodox. This can be very important in a nation under construction. That's why the process began so quickly. It would seem self-evident, but the diocese might object. I'd rather not run the risk. Unless circumstances force you to. If you had to celebrate a funeral mass, for example. Your mission is delicate, Arno. It's difficult to accomplish without offending someone. But I have faith in you. You'll know how to act suitably.
Goodbye, Your Eminence.
Be well, Arno.
We go. Alright, let's go to bed.
Wow, I'm dead tired. Got to go directly to bed.
No, no, no. No! Lock the door! Rip.
Luciana,
Johan! May I come up?
come. Luciana. Is it really you? I can't believe it. Come to me.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Lord, free me from night terrors. What a strange nightmare. I think I need to refresh my ideas. What if I went to visit Janos at the castle?
Oh yeah.
I really would like to move this wardrobe. This is a particularly heavy piece of furniture. No way to just slide it. This is a particular...
Inventory? Okay. So, what are our objectives for today? Go to see Janos. Right.
Please, Father, I have something to tell you.
Also some
Mr.
commotion.
Stefan Luca, a reporter from the city, arrived here this morning. He's in the parlor. He sort of told me to kind of tell you he'd like to talk to you.
A reporter? Very well, I'll go.
Wait, Father. I also wanted to tell you. I have to make up the room to the right of yours for Mr. Luca. And maybe it's dumb, but I don't dare go in it anymore.
Oh, why is that, Ozana?
Well, it's like it was kind of cursed.
Yeah, we know
Really?
why.
What makes you think that?
Someone died.
Spot. The black spot. The more I rub, the less it goes away. And then the crucifix. It falls down on its own.
Come. What can I do to reassure you?
Please, put the cross back in place. I don't dare touch it. And bless the room. That way, I'll be able to go in it to do the housework.
This bolt was forced a long time ago.
Tower of Babel.
Here's the black spot that frightens Ozana so much.
Well, it's blood. Bless everything! Okay, that didn't work. So we need to find a nail or something. I'm a bit interested here. Exactly. Take the crucifix from the floor and hang it back on the wall. Yeah, I cannot really hang it back on the wall though.
Gloria Patri,
Oh,
e Filio, e Spiritui Sancto.
that's where we were
Sicut erat
supposed
in
to put it.
principio, et nunc, et semper, et in saecula saeculorum. Amen. Hosanna, I put the crucifix back in place and said a prayer. Are you reassured?
Thank you, Father. Thanks a lot. I'll be able to fix up the room.
All right. In here.
Father Arno, I was expecting you. Delighted to meet you, Father. Concerning Martha, I mean Dr. Calugarl, it's very important that you know. She was murdered.
What are you saying?
Yes, I didn't introduce myself. Stefan Luca, journalist. It's a good thing that you're here. Since the departure of Father Gregoriou, this village really needed a priest.
Yet I didn't come to replace him.
Of course, I know why the Vatican has sent you, for Martha's canonization. But I want to talk with you about something else. There's something much more serious. Martha, well, she was killed for defying evil. My God, I should have helped her more. I wrote an article, but he prevented me from publishing it. He's very powerful, you know. Martha was not his first victim.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Are you skeptical? I was too. But read this letter that Martha sent me 3 months before her death.
I read your last letter with a certain irritation, I must admit. Let's see. The people I'm telling you about are afraid to fall asleep, hear voices, walk in their sleep, and present strange stigmata. Finally, and most importantly, they die of devastating and inexplicable anemia. And you believe that it is simply a matter of nervous affliction? Even Professor von Kruger, so conventional in his approach, admitted that it was something else than a nervous disorder. I will send you the medical files. Please examine them, and you will change your opinion. Please believe me. A strong force is at work, and I will be in great need of allies to be able to counter it. Sir, please accept my sincerest greetings.
Here are the notes Martha kept. Once you've read the file on each victim, you'll be convinced. I'm sure.
So this is kind of like a prequel. Or is it a reboot? Oh, not that one. Roadmender has lived alone since death of his wife, not very sociable, strong, no previous medical history. Found unconscious while working near the Broken Oak crossroads. Blood analysis. Noted anomaly. Or is it a pre-boot? That could be it too. Broken Oak crossroads. Blood analysis noted an anomaly. I'll get in touch with Professor von Kruger. Late October. Did the transfusions. 2 days later was found dead on his bed, drained of blood. Yeah, this is... Just we know it's a Dracula title, we know straight away it's obviously vampires. Captain Obvious. So... Child complains nightmare, sleepwalking, sedative, anemia. Amnesic young woman left on the roads. Okay.
The documents you showed me are astonishing. However, I'm surprised Dr. Calugarl entrusted you with them. Doctor-patient confidentiality and all.
Medical secrecy is a secondary issue when human lives are at stake. Think of it. The identified victims are just the latest ones. Martha was convinced that there were many others over the past years. No, the past centuries. She wanted me to alert public opinion, but the editors of my paper were pressured. Our enemy is very influential. We have to do something.
Let's see. I agree that these files are very disturbing, but we can't take the place of the police.
Martha contacted them a number of times, to no result.
Perhaps they didn't take her seriously. We should call back to explain the situation calmly.
The police, once again, didn't do their job. Call them, and you'll see.
That would seem to be the most reasonable course, if you don't have any objection.
Go right ahead. The telephone is in the next room. When you realize the ineffectiveness of the police, come back to see me.
Here we go. Kind of freezing a bit with a t-shirt on a day like this. Okay. Right, we cannot use escape. Go see Janos. Call police. Check story on Luca. Do we have the phone number to the police?
Number, please. You want the police?
Yes, put me through to the police station in charge of Lada Vista, please.
Please hold. You're connected.
Please hold. All connected.
Provincial Police, what is it?
This is Father Moriani. Well, several people died in Vladoviste in mysterious circumstances.
Vladoviste? You have the wrong department. You have to contact the Transylvania Regional Brigade. Ask for Inspector General Brutar at Alba Eula 22.
Number, please.
Number, please.
Just one moment, please. You're connected.
Phone
This is Inspector
simulator.
Brutar.
Hello, this is Father Arno Moriani. I belong to the Sacred Congregation of Rites. I've come to Vladiviste to investigate the case of Martha Caligaro in view of her eventual canonization.
Martha Caligaro. I remember her well. Always bothering my men with unbelievable stories and groundless complaints. She wasn't a bad woman, but she had a screw loose.
I'll note your opinion. Inspector, I'm calling because
does
my
he mean
investigation
groundless?
has revealed
He had
several suspicious
facts on her
deaths,
side.
which all occurred in Vladoviste. They could very well be murders.
Give me the names of the supposed victims.
Marian Marescu, dead in October 1913. Seldrick Maliskal in July 1916. And an unidentified young girl who died in November 1919.
I see exactly what you're talking about. Wasn't it a certain Stefan Luca who transmitted this information to you?
Well, that is...
Of course it's him. Don't believe anything he tells you. He's just been fired by his newspaper. He's just a troublemaker. Father Moriani, I have to warn you.
He's not just a
Our
troublemaker.
country is currently in the grip of a certain agitation. And the Catholic minority isn't viewed very positively by certain political groups. So, if I were in your shoes, I wouldn't prolong my visit to Transylvania.
Thank you for your advice, but you understand that I can't leave without carrying out my mission.
Go on. I'm listening.
Well, we have 3 individuals dead in the same region and in the same manner, drained of their blood. That would suggest the work of some perverted criminal, wouldn't it?
No, believe me. It would suggest, rather, that your informant is bored and has a fertile imagination.
That gotta be one of the weakest counter arguments. We all know that they were drained of blood. That was the cause of death.
None.
Did a physician examine her body?
Certainly not. Why bother? Her death wasn't at all suspect.
Goodbye, Inspector.
Holy
The
shit.
police think that Martha was mad. Her case doesn't look good. But it's out of the question for me to close the file without digging
How
deeper.
could they not have done an
Let's
autopsy?
go back to the journalist to question him. I can't borrow this without permission.
That was outrageous.
A lovely girl. But she's got a way about her, if you see what I mean. You can tell right off she's not from around here.
What?
Sure you can. I don't know where it comes from. Some vagabond brought it to me. I gave him a meal in exchange for it. It's my way of being charitable, I guess.
Huh?
What I think is she killed herself with work. And anyway, she never ate anything. I always knew her thin as a rail even before the war. When you work a lot without eating, then obviously you're gonna... Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, oh Father, please don't say that. People might think us folks in Vladiviste ain't very proper.
Alright. Let's see here. Where is the City of Twilight? Oh, wait. Yeah, but still. Let's go back to Luca.
Good. Did you call the police? Are you convinced that they won't do a thing? Then we can go on to serious matters. Read these 2 letters and tell me what you think of them.
Hmm. Path of the Dragon, huh?
Vampires, hosts. My lord, I must elucidate this sorry affair. Let's subject Stefan Luca to some methodical questioning. The letters you showed me raise a lot of questions. First of all, what exactly does the term vampire signify?
Vampire, wampir, upir, upir, brucolacus for the Greeks. Do these words really evoke nothing for you?
To tell you the truth, they do. I seem to recall reading something about these, creatures. So, if I understand right, Martha tried to drive them back with a communion host ground into a powder?
That's right. With the crumbs from the host, she drew a protective circle.
Tell me, was the host consecrated?
I suppose so.
Did Father Gregoriou know that this sort of activity was going on in his parish?
The best would be for you to ask him the question. That's the frightful reality.
And why don't the residents do something to rid themselves of a curse like that?
Because they're resigned and submissive. To vanquish evil, you have to be strong. She wasn't that old.
Overwork, perhaps?
Come on, she was in perfect health. Just before she died, she was still hiking in the mountains. Since the war, we've changed our nationality and our official language. One thing hasn't been: the ineffectiveness of the police. Worse, I think they've sold out to our enemy. I have reason to believe they wanted to intimidate Martha, or even worse.
Thinking the way how they're handling everything seems like a good, valid point.
Yes, we chatted over a glass of Tswika, our local prune brandy. Janos is a great lad, very cultured, but he has a rare lack of imagination. Young Maria? No, I didn't want to frighten her. I don't think she can help us in any case. Father, help me resume the task that Martha began. With a priest at my side, I'd feel stronger.
It's not so simple. You see, this affair is really not in my purview.
Father, help me resume the...
It's not so simple.
Alright.
I have to question Father Gregoriou about this sinister story of vampires.
Let's do it.
Number, please.
Please.
Hold the line. Greenleaf Rest Home. Good day.
Could I speak to Father Gregoriou Nigescu, please? This is Father Arno Moriani.
One moment, I'll see.
This is Father Gregorio Nigescu.
Hello, this is Father Arno Moriani. Father, I have to discuss a very delicate subject with you. Please answer my questions very precisely. It's important. Do you know Stefan Luca?
He's a journalist, a friend of Martha's. They developed photographs together.
According to Stefan Luca, Martha Caligaro believed in vampires and engaged in strange rituals.
It's true. And before you ask the question, yes, I helped her.
You do know the position of the church on this subject, don't you?
I know it, and I don't doubt that it's a very reasonable position when you think about the question, seated in an office in Rome. But in Vladoviste, the situation is different.
Do you want me to tell you how things happened?
I went to the dispensary to give extreme unction to Seldrick, a poor child who was wasting away. I uttered a few of the usual prayers, and then I gave Martha the sacred hosts. She used the wafers to draw a protective circle around the sick boy. Was it sacrilege? you're entitled to think so. But the child was going to die in spite of the transfusions. And we had to try everything to drive away the creature that was feeding on him. What would you have done in my place? Unfortunately not. 2 nights later, the window opened mysteriously, and the wind blew away the protective circle. Martha found the child dead, with wounds on his neck. Yes, a waste of time.
I wonder if this game is going to have
The war began
be mostly
shortly
like
after
this,
the child's
or
death.
if they will go over to be
I left
like
the
more
village,
like in
served
Dracula
as
2
an
and 1
army
later on.
chaplain. Upon my return, we tried to save a young
This is a lot
amnesia
of
victim. The girl seemed
stuff though.
possessed. She ripped off the garlic necklaces that we hung on her neck and left her room every night. She didn't survive long. Young Ariel almost died as well. But Martha saved him by sending him away from the village. It was probably the only thing to do. It's very likely. I knew she was threatened. I'd offered her a dog.
Dude,
to
you're on the
protect
phone
her.
for like half an hour now.
Now that
Feels like
seems
it.
to me to have been laughable. As if a dog could
I
have
think it
stopped the
will
enemy
pick up
she
later
was
on though.
confronting.
Do you think that enemy was a vampire? A supernatural creature?
An emanation of the devil. If you'd lived a few years in Vladoviste, you wouldn't doubt it. Martha spoke to me of it. It's a sort of accursed way of the cross,
That is good though.
which leads to the source.
We have even more time for stretching.
She embarked upon it against my advice. I wanted to protect her. Oh, I
Especially
was
shoulders. I really need
Why is
to
that?
loosen them up.
She died fighting. I fled. Today, it is she who has the good part.
Thank you for your frankness, Father. Of course, you realize that after your revelations, Martha will never be canonized.
Yes, of course. What does it matter if she rests in peace?
Another thing, if a direct question is asked, I shall be forced to evoke your part in this business.
So be it. But you should know that my only regret is not to have helped Martha more. In the end, I slipped away. It was cowardly of me.
The Lord is our only judge. I have no wish to condemn you. Goodbye, Father Gregoriou. I wish you a good rest.
Goodbye, Father Arno.
All right, now it's time to make my report to Monsignor Briganti.
Number, please. Please hold.
We go.
He's not in his office. I'll call back later. Meanwhile, let's go see Janos at the Castle of Twilight. That will give me something else to think about.
Dave? Something is gonna happen. Cannot escape. Wait, up the castle?
Greetings, stranger.
Hello, I'm Father Arno Moriani.
I am Luana, the gypsy. Tell me, priest, do you want to know the future?
I'd prefer to ask you about the past and the present.
Yes. She did not choose an easy path. From behind the high grass, the wolf observes the flock and carries off the weak and isolated.
As usual, the Oracle speaks in obscure, mysterious terms.
That is because it does not want to lie, nor provoke the anger of the powerful.
Did I
You are
crack?
an outsider
Okay,
like
there we go.
me. Beware of the people of this village. Hey, priest, do you want to play?
Yes, on the condition that we don't wager money.
You want to play for nothing? That's not my custom, but I am curious to see how you manage. Examine the dice carefully before you play. You only throw one die. You win.
Fuck that. Let's see here. Where is he? At the Castle of Twilight. Castle, that is the church. So it is probably here.
According to what Janos told me, the crossroads of the Broken Oak ought to be here. I have to keep going straight to get up to the castle.
Oh, is that Dracula's castle? Oh, you want some blood? I'm back from food. I'll be back soon. Need something to drink? Alright. What's up? Hey Cheese, how you doing? I want some blood. And blood you will maybe get. Maybe some garlic. Welcome back. Thank you.
Hello, Janos.
Welcome to the Castle of Twilight. These ruins are impressive, aren't they? Imagine this edifice before the war, when the erect ramparts had been standing for centuries. The Dragoman family, which reigned over Transylvania in the heroic age, lived here. Its most famous member was Vlad Tepes, hero of the war against the Turks. A magnificent sovereign and a passionate subject to study. I think he's the greatest prince Transylvania ever had.
Oh shit. Right. I actually, oh boy, they're closing soon. I just got kind of like SMS so that hey, you can go and get your books. I really want to go and get them, so I'll. Sorry for this, but I really want to get them before they close. I'll be back in maybe 15-20 minutes, and then we will continue. It's some programming books that I've been longing to read. That I'm going to read before I sleep tonight. Okay, so I'll be back between 15-20 minutes. Okay, let's take it. We will begin in half an hour, or kind of like 80-30, something like that. So see you soon and take care. And Cheese, that was an awesome stream yesterday. Cool. So I'll be back. I'll be back. See you soon. Don't go anywhere.